how Trump could be president until 2037 due to constitutional loopholes. Yes. Okay. On January 2029, J.D. Vance, commonly known as, could be sworn in as a president after winning the 2020 election. Trump as his vice president, only to immediately declare, "I resign," allowing Trump to assume the presidency for a third term. This scenario exploits a loophole in the 22nd Amendment, which states no person shall be elected to the office of the president more than 2 times, but does not prevent a twice elect president from later assuming the role through succession. A Professor Bruce Peabody, co-author of a 1999 Minnesota Law Review article, "The Twice and Future President," explained, "We contend that the 22nd Amendment prescribes only the re-election of an already twice elected president, making the Trump path to a third term legally feasible if support the plan. The strategy hinges on Vance's loyalty and Trump's popularity, with the crowd cheering Trump, 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 and 4 more years as he takes office again, potentially extending his tenure until 2037, when he'd be 90. Peabody told DailyMail.com that it would be pretty hard for Supreme Court to overturn it, especially with its conservative textualist bent, noting, "I think it's one of those surprisingly straightforward scenarios." Adam.
Look, I mean, it's amazing to me that this conversation is actually taking a real life of its own. The people who are constitutionalists are willing to basically bypass what they believe. You hear the people that are like, God, country, party. And then they're just like, yeah, I would love to see Trump have a third term. It's like, do you not believe in the Constitution anymore? This is not something that you're just, the whole concept of Trump is that he's a once in a lifetime generational disruptor. That's great.
Leader.
But you're just going to throw out all your morals, your convictions, your principles, your beliefs, your belief in the Constitution because you love this one man. And I voted for him. I want him to do these things that he's doing now. But this is the creeping of a king, of a dictator, an authoritarian. I understand why the left would be freaking out. Now, if they're just doing this to troll the left, keep doing it. But if this is actually a plan that's in the works, at some point are some people going to caution themselves and say, well, guys, what are we doing here? Because also the Republican Party should probably grow a pair of balls and realize that you're going to need Trump 2.0 and Trump 3.0. Trump can't be your daddy forever. So even Vivek was like, look, I'm America first, but America first does not begin and end with Trump. Someone else is going to take the mantle. So if you don't have enough balls and courage to say someone else will have to be that dude and become the next Trump 2.0, then all you are is a party of Trump, and then good luck. So I'm rooting for Trump. I think he's doing great. I think the economy is a little uncertain right now, but I think that's needed. But to start having this conversation of like, let's elect him for a third time, it's almost like, well, he hasn't even proven that Trump 2.0 has worked. What happens if the economy goes in shambles in the next year or two? What if? We're acting like he's just godfathered into the role. It's almost like you're spiking the football Deshaun Jackson style on the 1 yard line before you're in the goal, before you're in the end zone. Finish the game and then maybe have this conversation. To float this out literally 4 years before an election is so premature.
Adam,
with that being said, I'm voting for Trump for a third term. Let's go, baby.
Yeah. So your main argument is that it's too early to have this conversation. Have the conversation on third year, not right now. And that's kind of what Trump was saying, by the way. It's way too early. We're having a conversation. It's not even something I'm thinking about. It's not even, he says it's not even on my mind, but a lot of people are talking about it. Trump said that multiple times about this. But the only thing I'll tell you, is the following. So we lived in Texas for a while. You lived there with us for about a year, give or take, whatever the time. 10 months. Okay. And we lived there.
Best year of my life, Pat.
But we were also there during COVID.
It's true.
The whole essential, non-essential. Okay. Yeah. And the people that have families, that have kids, what they did to the kids and how we fell back in schooling and in grades and education and what that did to our kids, parents are having a hard time forgetting that. And a lot of people who lost people who, whether it was due to taking a COVID vaccine or not taking a COVID vaccine, that's got people very concerned and scared for their lives. They don't want anybody to ever have the control to be able to do that to them. And people have to leave states and not be around their family. So all of that fear is what causes folks to be so afraid of what can happen with the opposition. Think about it this way. Think about how bad Kamala lost, that Rosie O'Donnell is in Ireland doing a TV show and says, I'm still confused. How did he win for the first time all 7 battleground states? How is that even possible? How did he do that? So she's speculating that maybe something happened. So maybe it's because Americans were frightened of another Biden during the next 4 years, what that's going to look like. So to me, the only reason why this is even a topic of discussion right now, only reason, is because of what happened last 4 years. If the last 4 years wasn't COVID, I don't think this would be a topic of discussion. It's the main thing. If Trump would have had a second term and moved on, he would have been gone, no issues, nothing. But because of what happened and people are scared. By the way, look at our audience. I love this. Even our audience is 60-40. They're not sold on the idea. Look at that. 5,200 votes. They're like, I don't know about that.
So
I don't know about that.
Let me see the poll. Would you
No,
support
60-40.
Trump? And if our audience is saying that,
That's
what do you
right.
think the
That's
general
the
American
point.
audience?
That's the point.
General American audience is probably 80-20.
I know. That's the point. But by the way, the most important thing, Rob, don't change anything. Hang on. Stay right there. This is, I fix it every time and they correct it. The right way to put it is sideways. Tom always comes and changes it. Okay? Tom always comes and changes it because stay focused on Tom's little bobblehead on the side. Don't touch it. Don't touch it because it's going to take a second for the audience to see it being adjusted to see the right way, because whoever made that gift for Tom, we love you, but just so you know, Tom did not appreciate that when that took place. All right, it's going to take a second to get to it. Eventually it will. Anyways, all right, Rob, fast forward a little bit to see if it got to it or not. Did it? No? All right. Well, we'll fast forward.
There it is.
Is it? Do it the proper way. There you go.
Little bobbler.
There you go, buddy. Okay. If you were at the Vault conference, we had these backpacks, and the backpacks went off like it was gone within minutes. That for the rest of the 3 days, everybody was asking, where are the Valuetainment backpacks? I want them. This is genuine leather, red, limited edition, numbered on the side, out of 100, okay? And then it's the Valuetainment logo on the front. It says Valuetainment right here. Even this, what do you call it? The zipper, here it's got the Valuetainment logo on it. Limited edition, red, Valuetainment backpack, genuine leather. These will go in no time. There's only 100 of these. You won't see these again. Limited on the side. It's got it numbered, whatever number you're going to be getting, 2 out of 100, 58 out of 100. It'll be numbered. And then typically when you see these, what ends up happening is some people buy them and they post them on eBay and they sell it for 3 times. And you see that with hats. Some of the hats that we have, the Future Looks Bright hat, are on eBay. Some guys are selling for $3,500, $3,000, $500. And some of them are able to sell them. But for you, if you're somebody that follows Valuetainment very closely and you're proud of the brand and you want to sport it, go get these limited edition 1 out of 100 red leather backpack on vtmerch.com. These will go in no time. Maybe a good gift for your husband. Maybe a good gift for your son. Maybe a good gift for somebody that would actually, maybe for your wife, somebody that would sport this. But go to vtmerch.com to place your order. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.